In a post-apocalyptic environment, your socks could save your life. If you don't have dry tinder to start a fire, you only need to scrape a bit of your sock with a knife. Fibers that come off can be placed on dry grass. In this way, even with a lighter that has no fuel, you can still start a fire easily. 2. When resources are scarce, you must learn to reuse everything. A piece of cardboard and an old candle can become materials that could save your life. Fire is the core of survival. It is used for warmth cooking, keeping animals away, and sending signals. Without a stable fire source, you would likely not survive even 3 days. Cut the cardboard into small pieces and fully soak them in melted wax. Once it cools, the cardboard will be covered with a waterproof layer. This becomes solid tinder that can be stored for a long time. It is not affected by humidity. Even if it gets wet or rained on, simply dry it and it can be lit again. The wax provides constant fuel and the cardboard maintains structure, making it last much longer than a regular candle. Even in humid weather, it can stay burning steadily. 3. If you ever run out of fire, do not panic. Sunlight is an unlimited energy source. If you learn how to concentrate light to make fire, you will always have an option. Look for a transparent plastic bag and fill it halfway with water. Then twist and squeeze the opening until it forms a compact sphere. This creates an improvised biconvex lens. Sunlight will pass through the water sphere and concentrate into a hot focal point. Aim that point at dry tinder and within seconds it will begin to burn. As long as there is sun, this method will always work. 4. Inside a shelter, there is also a silent killer, even more dangerous than the lack of fire. Insect bites can prevent you from sleeping and quickly reduce your survival capacity. An empty can can solve this problem. Make many small holes around the can and create a wire handle, so it can be hung. This becomes a natural mosquito smoker. Look for mushrooms growing on dead wood in the forest. They have a soft cork-like texture. When placed over embers, they release a slightly irritating smoke that drives away mosquitoes and fleas. If you also use a small fan to spread the smoke around the camp, you can create a protective barrier that allows you to sleep peacefully at night. 5. In a post-apocalyptic environment, water can also be difficult to obtain. You can look for a tree and use a knife to cut the bark in an inverted triangle shape. After that, make a small hole. The tree sap will begin to flow through the opening, and the triangular bark will act as a channel to direct the liquid. 6. Canned food containers are also common survival resources and can be reused. Make a side opening with a knife and empty the contents. Then create ventilation holes at the top and bottom of the can. At the top, cut 4 flaps and fold them inward so they act as supports. Place small branches inside and light them. This way you will have a portable stove. 7. With simple tools, you can also make a torch for lighting. Find a stick and cut a cross shape. Split at the tip, insert a pine cone in the center so it acts as a wick. Then find tree resin. Melt it in a container and pour it over the pine cone. When lit, it becomes a functional torch for illumination.